It's great having Pam as a student of the month for May because the theme of the month for May is laughter. One of the things that I love about Pam is that Pam makes us laugh all the time, usually because it's something really inappropriate.
Well, that's what I aim for anyway.
Right, exactly. So we're always laughing and chatting and talking, and if you're ever in the lobby when Pam's here, she's probably cracking us up. And so,
or offending you deeply.
Or something
Either way,
like
you'll
that.
remember it.
So we're here with Pam, and Pam's the student of the month. Pam has been practicing with us since we opened. We had a one Pam-free month.
Yes, you did.
But today you had your lucky 555th practice.
Seriously.
I had
no
Today's
idea.
555 for you.
Wow, it's better than 666.
Truly.
All right.
Totally.
That's
better than
fascinating.
that.
All right,
I know.
good.
So yeah, 555
I'm so
practices.
proud. What had happened was I had come to a different studio whose name we shall not mention, and I hated it. It was a year before I came here, and I thought, this is really painful and horrible, and I just can't, this is not for Pam. And then my dear friend Tammy Thurm, student of the month,
For March, yes.
March, told me, you can't use that as an example of hot yoga. You must come to this new studio. Everything you disliked about that studio is not going on in this studio. Come on, Pam, give it a shot. And never wanting to be someone that looked like a weenie, I decided to take her up on her dare. And I absolutely loved it. I came in and the heat felt good, and it was so clean, and you were so friendly. I felt so good. I mean, I enjoyed doing it, but let's face it, the first couple classes, you're not really sure about the heat, and there's a little bit of nausea sometimes, and you feel like you're not really sure what happens next. But then once you go to a couple classes and you get a feel for it, it's like a dance, and you're just like, this is great. But going home after slogging down some water and just feeling that all those toxins and all that water and all that gunk and all that mental stuff is just, I was just like, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back. So, I just kind of became like a bad penny, I guess. And
Kinda.
Now and just set my schedule so that I could come as much as possible.
It's weird for us when you're not here. Like, seriously.
Well, it's very quiet, I'm sure.
It is quiet. There's a lot less laughter.
Well.
Yeah, but we have those moments where we're like, where is Pam?
And I'm mentally here, but it
Yeah.
just, maybe I had to go visit a client, or, maybe I was on the other side of the ocean. It just
Yeah,
depends.
it
But
depends.
if I can be here, I'm usually
Yes.
here. I am very blessed to have my own business, and I'm able to pretty much set my own schedule. And I like to start the day by doing something that energizes me and also calms me a little. And for me, I like I like the long class. I also like on Tuesday to go to the 10 o'clock class, because I like to get that in. And then if I'm feeling, if I'm around on the weekends, I definitely like to get one of the weekend classes. I love the silent Sunday, 3 o'clock. I just think that's really a special class. And I love the flow at noon on Saturday. Kind of gets me from jazzed up for the rest of the weekend.
What would you say has been the greatest benefit or the biggest change in your practice?
Well, I think the biggest benefit has been having this community here and having the relationship with the teachers who truly watch me and watch my progress, and if they see that I'm doing something that is wrong or could lead to injury if I kept doing it, they're very much proactive about telling me. I think that it just gives you the self-confidence about how your body moves in space that if you had never been an athlete, you never really had. You just have this thing in your head of, oh, I'm a clumsy person who can't run fast or do. And I think that the yoga just builds this amazing sense of self-confidence in how you're able to do things.
That's awesome. So what's next for your practice? What are you working on? What do you want to accomplish?
I'd say where I am right now in my practice is ratcheting everything back to try and do it the real way rather than the showy way, because it's real easy to cut through and just go to where, and all of a sudden when you actually sit and listen like it is your first class, you realize, I'm not doing any of that stuff she's telling me to do. I've just put myself in this way of doing it because it gets it done. But I'm not really getting the most out of my class by doing it the way, and in fact, I could be injuring myself after And I have to say that because I work from home and have for 26 years, I don't go to an office. I don't have a routine. I don't have people that I check in with in the morning and talk about my day. I have this place. And this is truly a community for me, and it's extremely important. The people that practice here, I feel like, are totally a family and a community. It's not like you come in and all of a sudden, it's cheers. I mean, if you're one of these people that really just likes your own space and you're here to do yoga and you really could care less about all the, there's that too. I mean, we're certainly respectful of people that have whatever, but if you are kind of, wanting to find your yoga home, if you will, the arms are open, and it's like, come on and be one of the gang.